Hey, hello, how's it going? Welcome back to another 20 minutes till dawn video. It's me, Cranberry. Today, we're checking out Endless Mode. When Endless Mode first launched, I was first. I went from lukewarm to extremely excited to extremely disappointed by Endless Mode over the various changes it had. At first, I was like, this seems fine, whatever. Then, there was a short, like, 1 or 2 day period, and I've harped about it so much on this channel so many times, but there was a short 1 to 2 day period where Endless Mode was super hard. I think like the farthest I'd ever gotten into it was like 15 minutes, and I was like, this is very fun and cool and I'm really enjoying this. And then it got super rolled back to being super easy again, and I was like, this is dumb and I don't like it. My understanding is that it has been balanced once again, and it is significantly harder now once you get past like the 20-minute mark, is I think kind of my understanding. I don't know, but we're gonna listen. Hey, I'm coming in with the big guns here. I've got high hopes, high expectations for it here. We're bringing in Shotgun Diamond. We're not messing around here. We are going to see how it goes. And yeah, that's it. Well, one thing to keep in mind, if you don't know this, in Endless Mode you have no runes, right? So we don't, the reason why I usually show them at the start of the video, like what we're doing build wise, the build is just diamond and shotgun. That is the build. Now, very luckily we get holy arts here early. This is going to revolve a lot around keeping our HP high, right? That's going to be a really important factor in this run, right? Because as soon as we start taking damage, as soon as we start dying, it's all gonna fall apart, pretty much, right? We're gonna very much rely on the damage from holy arts here. Basically, I'm gonna go holy might too to get a big damage boost on the smoting. And yeah, how are you doing, by the way? Hopefully you're having a good one. I am doing well. Thank you for. I'm sure you were thinking it. I wonder how his day has been so far. I'm doing pretty well. Nothing super interesting or exciting going on with me. I've been slowly but surely getting back into live streaming, and with all of the drama over at www.twitch.com, I'm thinking maybe we should try to do a couple of streams over on the YouTube again. I don't know. I talked about it a lot in the last video, so I don't want to talk about it too much. But my main issue with the YouTube streams that I did do was that when there was a bot problem, it was a big problem. I forgot that we can take upgrades multiple times. How does this work? That's 160 damage. Okay. Yeah, I listen. I think when you gain the ability to take upgrades multiple times, I feel like it just throws off the entire balance of the game to the point where it is like pretty much irredeemably broken. So I'm curious to see how this works, I guess, if that makes sense. We'll take double shot here now because we do want Fusillade eventually, and we need Fanfire for mini clip. So yeah. We should be trying to specifically get kills with Sacred Arts here because we need to get the HP increases. Pretty important. We're gonna have so much HP, I'm realizing too, because if we take what's it called multiple times. Here's actually an interesting choice. I want to see what happens if I take Holy Arts here. But if we take Justice multiple times, shouldn't we be able to get like, I think maximum stacking right now is 3 stacks, but I forget how it works. Maybe it's 5 still. Who knows? But I imagine we can get like HP basically across the top here. So how does this work too? Do we trigger it twice now? Hard to tell. I think it looks like each enemy is getting hit by 2 swords. But the animation, it looks like sometimes like right there. I think they're just dying in 1 hit. But if they were to have enough HP, they would subsequently be hit by a second sword right now. Okay, out of the choices given to me here, I think I go for Vitality. You could argue that maybe we're pretty early. Maybe want the Dragon Egg here. I'm going all in on this kind of reload build. Sacred Arts style shenanigans, I guess. What else? What else? Talk about. This is gonna be a long video. I'm now realizing too. Give me some justice. Holy Shield there is pretty good too, because we do eventually need to take that for Sword and Shield. Oh, that guy's dead. And we have no real way to heal yet, but we have a couple different options. We have Angelic and we have Soothing Warmth, both as solid options for triggering heals. Not that is super important now. We were just talking about it, right? Soothing Warmth is pretty good, but so is Holy Shield. I'm gonna go Holy Shield. More so, I'm just curious how multiple instances of Holy Shield work. Can you get, you know, now that I think about it, can you get multiple copies of synergies? Do they count as perks in regards to being able to show up multiple times? I would assume so, especially because they can get tripled up by what's it called? By Specialize, by Shauna's Specialize ability. Oh, I guess it's here. We'll take it. You know what? Of course, the trees. So yeah, the tree is getting hit by multiple swords. I can see 2 different procs of 180 hitting it. Yeah, okay. Very interesting. One thing we're gonna need in this run too is probably Frostbite. I imagine. I mean, the way Endless Mode has always worked is that enemy boss HP scales. You want a Dragon Egg now? We're still early enough where it's pretty good, because the run assumedly is going to go a pretty long time. But nah, fuck Dragon Egg. Just trying to... I should be focusing on getting kills more so with the swords than I should be with my shotgun right now. Because we need to farm kills on that for more HP. I mean, listen, so far, game is pretty easy. Which it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be easy right now, because we're only 5 minutes into an Endless Mode run. So we'll see how this ends up going. But I am not impressed so far, game. When do you get hard? I mean, I would assume after the 20-minute mark is when the game gets hard, hopefully. We're doing 400 AoE damage per reload. That seems pretty good. Okay, he's dead. I'm gonna sneeze, I think. Hold on. Oh, God, sorry. I don't even know if the mic picked that up, but I tried to move my head away. Tome of Speed, it's a damage reduction, but like by a tiny bit for a big move speed bonus. I'll take that. I'm like, oh no, my damage. We'll take a giant here so we can get Titan to show up. I think Titan might be angelic plus giant mode though, so we need to pick up one of those. I forget which ones do which. Maybe it's judgment. Maybe it's justice, not judgment. Maybe it's justice. Maybe it's the other one, which is maybe also called judgment. I don't know, man. Who knows? Oh, so you know what? Okay, here's something we can talk about. New game that I want to play. I don't know if I'm gonna do any videos about it. I don't know if I'm gonna do any streams about it, but I just want to talk about it because it's, to me at least, one of, if not the most interesting games, maybe of all time. Maybe that's too much. I don't know. If you're familiar, there is a game that has come out 6 years ago called Devil Daggers. I have not played Devil Daggers a bunch. I think I have like a little. I checked it recently. I think I have like a little over 12 hours in the game. Right, so I wouldn't say I played it a lot, right? I played this game more, for example. Right? But the game, it's a game that I have the utmost respect for because it's some cryptic bullshit basically, and I'm all about that. I love that shit. It's a game made by a solo dev. I want to say from Australia. I don't know why I know that, but I think they're from Australia. But they put out a game called Devil Daggers. It's a cult game, right? It's like a cult classic game. It's got a very small but dedicated fan base, and it's a really cool game too. It's a first-person shooter. I don't want to say Doom inspired is not correct, because it's just not. But visually, it's a good comparison. I think like classic Doom, not like Doom 2016 Doom, but it's like visually looks very similar to aesthetically kind of Doom-ish, but a little. I don't know how to describe it exactly. A little bit more like rough around the edges, I guess. More pixelated, I guess, but not really pixel art. I don't know, but it's Doom-ish, and it's an arena shooter with only one level that goes forever, and if you get hit once, you die. That's the concept of the game basically, and it is. I don't know how to describe it exactly as far as how I feel when I play the game, but it fills me with dread. It's not that it's scary, it's that the game is very tough, and I feel anxious when I play it, because it's very easy to die, and like you're constantly worried about enemies being behind you and all this stuff. Like you gotta just Google a video of it. Google Devil Daggers. The reason why I'm talking about this is because the sequel to the game came out. The sequel to Devil Daggers came out. It was a surprise launch, pretty much. Which, by the way, the Devil Daggers came out 6 years. Assumedly, most of those years he's been working on this game since then. And to go 6 years and just not tell anyone, that's some psycho shit, right? And just be like, by the way, here's my secret new game. Big respect. Like that's always cool. I feel like, at least when people do that, I admire and respect it. Also, give me more HP, thank you. We do, like I said before, we need Frostbite eventually, so let's take Frost Mage here. I mean, out of these, I guess I'll take Power Shot. And give me another Sword and Shield, I guess. Anyway, moral of the story is that the sequel to Devil Daggers came out. I want to play it a little bit. I'm not, but the problem is I'm not that good at the game. Like I said, I've played a little bit of Devil Daggers. I love the game. It's very cool. Take a fan fire here. I think I'll do a video though for it, just so people can see what it's like. It's fucking crazy. Like what else? Like I just have so much respect for the guy who made the game, because he could have just made a sequel to the game that had like a couple more enemies. It was more or less the same, and it is very similar still. It is a sequel. Mechanically, it plays very similarly, but like just like the visual style that he opted for, to put it lightly, is also some psycho shit. Like, just brave, I guess, which is a weird thing to say about a guy making a video game, but like, I don't know. I think it's incredible, and I want to make a video showing the game So maybe someone else can play it and become good at it. And, yeah. The end. So yeah, Hyper Demon. That's the game. That's the sequel. Gonna be doing that soon. I hate all of these perks. I guess we'll take Ice Shard. We don't want to bloat. The important thing here is we don't want to bloat our skill pool too much, right? We want to consistently find the perks that we want here. There we go. A lot of lurkers firing a lot of shots at me right now. I wonder if this is the HP cap. Okay, coughing has died. Yeah, oh, there, I've been hit. Mayday, mayday. I don't intend on going to half health here on this run. It's sort of important to have a high HP count. I appreciate the offer, game, of giving me a reward for going to half HP. Okay, being a little sloppy here. Obviously, we're in no actual peril right now, but okay. Hey, can you guys stop it, please? There's Frostbite. We'll take that. We need that for the 400-minute mark when enemies have too much HP and they stop dying to smite, so we can just hit them with a % health damage. Cool, cool, cool. When's the new character coming out? I thought about it before, but I'm waiting till the new character comes out before I do any more speedrunning for the game. One character runs have pretty much been solved. One thing I didn't realize is that when you play as Hina during the Shogi fight, if you escape the barrier and just run, pretty much you can outrun all of the enemies and they will never catch up to you. So like my understanding of the game is that there's a limit to how many enemies can be spawned at a certain time. But unlike games like Vampire Survivors, there's no like enemy warp mechanic as far as I can tell. So when you escape the box and just run away and leave behind all the enemies there, they can't catch up to you. And you spend the last 5 minutes of the run as Hina just running, which is a little boring, I would say. So, you know. Also, fun thing there, it looks like our HP has capped. That's good to know. We can't go any higher. This is the limit. Kind of strange that there is an HP limit. I would have figured that maybe it would like go down. And you know, maybe it's not even limited. Maybe it just goes off screen and you just can't see it. Who knows? Anyway. This does feel like more enemies than normal at this stage in the game, so that is interesting, but I can't really tell. There's Fusillade. Guess we'll take it. Still waiting for Miniclip to ever show up. Wouldn't hate seeing Stalwart Shield too, so we can get a better, you know, shield recovery. I think my multiple copies of Sword and Shield haven't really helped too much. I don't think they're stacking, but I can't tell either. I do find it interesting how we're doing absurd bonkos damage right now. I think, right? We're doing guess you just keep taking Frost Mage here. Again, we don't want to bloat the pool. We're doing 600 damage per smite, but we've taken Holy Arts like 3 or 4 times now. So we're doing like somewhere close to 2,000 damage per smite, I think. Or maybe over. If we have 4 copies, we're doing more than 2,000. It's why I don't like Endless Mode in its current iteration, because there just feels like there's no way to balance this, basically. I don't know what you would do. I guess the point is that you just don't. And that's the actual answer. You just don't balance it. But I don't care about the game if there's no balance to it, right? Like, it's just not that fun. Like, I think the really compelling thing about 20 Minutes Till Dawn is that oftentimes is that roughly about here is when you get to the point where you become unkillable, and then you get to rampage for a few minutes as an unkillable god, right? And that's like sort of the appeal of it. Whenever I played Vampire Survivors, I felt like also you guys give me the Tome of Power here? I don't know. So Vampire Survivors, oftentimes 30-minute runs felt too long because I would get to unkillable god status, and then that would be it basically, right? And it would again take about to the roughly 15-minute mark. And then once I was an unkillable god, I'd have to sit there for another 15 minutes. Whereas this game, being only 20 minutes long, takes about the same time to become an unkillable god by that roughly 15-minute mark. And then you get 5 minutes to run around and murder people. And then that's it. And it's fun. It's cool. I don't hate it. I'll take Pyro Mage now to try to get Soothing Worm. But those are all pretty bad perks there. But that's like the idea, right? And that's something that I think this game has going for it that's really good. Whereas something that I think I don't like about Vampire Survivors, I guess. I don't know. What's interesting to me is that Vampire Survivors, despite being like, I guess, I don't know what you call it, like, you know, top dog in the Survivors like genre. Which I don't know, I still don't know how I feel about that. I think it's the best name for it so far that I've heard. It's just calling them like Survivor games or Survivor likes or whatever. But like the genre already has a name. It's horde survival. That's like the thing, right? Like it already has a genre name. You don't need to make one. But whatever. I digress, I suppose. I think that the biggest thing going against Vampire Survivors is that runs are 30 minutes long. You can play like the accelerated modes where like time goes faster, I suppose. But I don't know. There's Miniclip finally. We'll take that here. Took us long enough, huh? This would have been, if this was just a normal Darkness 15 run, this would have been a crazy high kill count too, I think. Now give me a fresh clip. I don't know, it's cool though. It's Vampire Survivors, you know, gets you know, deserves credit for, you know, being the Survivor game. For doing it, right? Keep giving me fresh clip, I guess. I don't know. Doesn't really matter. Maybe you should take. Was it Intense Burn? Was there, wasn't it? Should have taken that to try to get Soothing Warmth, even though Soothing Warmth doesn't really matter at this point either. I guess we can try to make our character really big too while we're doing this. That'd be fun. Take as many mushrooms and as many titans as we can. See how big we can get. I mean, we already have a power shot. Let's take another one. Doesn't add any junk to the pool. Reaper rounds might actively be detrimental to to this point because, like, you know, it does increase our bullet damage, but we care more about the smite damage. So I don't know. I do need to play more Rogue Genesea too. That game is intriguing to me. There's just a bit of grinding you have to do too, I think, and to get like your pass. Like the same thing as in Vampire Survivors. You have to grind a bit to get your you know, for gold, so you can get your passives, your starting stats higher. There's also a factor like that with regards to Rogue Genesea, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy, but I feel like a sword and shield is just not working. It's supposed to be a 2-minute timer on when you get hit to get your shield back. I have killed hundreds of enemies. Whatever. I don't know. Now it's only 1 minute. We're back at the start now. Oh, my shield. Oh, no. Maybe my shield just kept getting hit the whole time. I didn't realize it. Oh, this is interesting. So 20 minutes starts, and instead of being the little brain boys, it's all a bunch of lurkers now. That is interesting. Keep giving. Again, we're getting as big as possible. Keep giving me Titan. One thing I want to see too, if I get hit. No, so my health is not overstacked. I thought maybe we would have some extending health past the number there that was like just off screen. Not the case. So what is the plan now? Well, our DPS is really tied to one thing right now. Our HP is already capped out. It's really tied to how many smites we can get to. I think we're already at the maximum number, it seems, right? Let's look here. 1, 2, 3. Is 3 the cap? I think 3 is the cap then. Okay. It's tied to that, and it's tied to reload speeds. We need to increase our reloads by as much as possible. That's pretty much it. And then we need to get Frostbite. More copies of Frostbite would also be useful, because that'll help us kill bosses. That's pretty much it. That's all we really want or care for at this point in the run. We'll see how much harder the game gets here. I'm willing to go at least till 40 minutes, and if it's still super brain easy, and you know, we'll even go a little bit further. We'll see what the next cycle looks like. But if it's still like super brain dead easy because of how strong this build is, I think I'll call it there. Man, we'll say this guy is taking a lot of damage here, like a lot of damage. Are the exploders invincible? Hey guys, are the exploders invincible? I'm thinking that they might have infinite health, and like the whole point is that you have to detonate them in order to kill them. Which means that percent health damage from Frostbite would also kill them. That's you know, hey, that's cool. This is a smart change that I like. That's a cool idea. It's not a threat, but you know, it's still cool. Oh, we need move speed too. That's another thing. That's another defensive layer. We need move speed as well. So increase reloads, Frostbite, move speed. That's pretty much it. But one of them blew up, and it they did die to Frostbite, and it knocked my shield off. It was a damn shame. These are all very stinky. I mean, Angry Point does virtually nothing for us. I think I will continue to take ice shards. Seems fine. Oh, also lampreys here are here too at this early in the thing, so that's interesting. Anyway, I wonder. Hey, shouldn't Cthulhu be here? Where's Cthulhu? Also, look at this swarm of boys. What the hell? That's a lot of enemies. You know, in a way, this game's endless mode is actually a lot like Devil Daggers. It's sort of like the same idea, pretty much. It's like a, you know, a one-level arena shooter. It's pretty similar. The difference is that in this game, it's very easy to go infinite, and in Devil Daggers, it is not so much. It never gets easier. It only gets harder and harder. You do technically get a little bit stronger in Devil Daggers. You get like upgrades to your hand, which is your gun. You shoot daggers out of your fingers. But you don't get this much stronger from the start. How we looking here? All garbage. You giving me ice shards, I guess. Okay, 2 double dogs. That's very cool. That I like. Oh, and Terry? Yo, okay, hey guys, relax a bit. This was very cool, and I'm very excited. But let's chill for one moment. Okay. Yeah, this is much harder, and by much harder I mean for this build is still pretty easy overall, in the grand scheme of things. But this is cool. This is obviously designed to be way harder than normal. Give me a tome of speed. Yeah, we have. So what's really interesting is that our HP, like when we take damage, is not wrapping off screen, but our actual HP pool is wrapping off screen. That to me is extremely interesting because we took an HP reduction on that speed tome, but our HP is still capped at the same spot. What do you have for me? I mean, I'll take the Tome of Elements. It is only a positive, but it doesn't really help. Well, this is obviously way harder than anything in the normal game, right? It's constant, absolutely gigantic waves of brain boys combined with 2 dogs and Terry at the same time. That's like, okay, you got me interested now, game. I want to see what keeps happening. And that's sort of like the cool thing about Devil Daggers too, right? It's like the game keeps throwing new things at you as you progress further into it, and a big part of the you can look it up, right? You can like watch a video of someone making it really far into Devil Daggers, and you can see the enemies, but seeing it and playing it are 2 extremely different things, right? Like I think it's called like the Citadel, I want to say, but there's this one enemy that's a giant castle thing that I've never made it to. But I guarantee you, the first time, if I ever do make it to that giant castle, I'm going to shit my pants. Right? I am not going to be ready for that. And I can imagine a lot of people in that fight there, if they didn't have this strong of a build, would get to that point and also not be ready and just get absolutely stomped. Right? But luckily, I'm a god gamer. I've identified the best build in the game. And am using it thusly. What's next? What's next, do you think? So that was 2 dogs. The next up is going to be coughing, right? Well, it should be coughing, but it might not be. On one hand, they might just skip coughing, but I don't think so. That would be dumb. I think it's gonna be 3 Shogaths all coming from different sides of the map instead. That's my theory about the next upcoming boss fight. I think it's gonna be one middle top, one bottom left corner, one bottom right corner. I think the idea is gonna be that oh man, I want to get bigger. You know, let's get bigger. It's fun. And it's funny. And you know, we move faster too. Move speed is important still. I don't know how they're gonna make this harder though, right? Maybe it's gonna be like 12 coughings. Oh hey, we got a Cthulhu and a coughing. Don't tell me that's it though, right? You got come on. You're really gonna go from double dog and Terry into Cthulhu and coughing at the same time, and that's it? That's kind of sad. Is there anything interesting going on here? Does Cthulhu have infinite health or something? Like, what's the deal here? They do have a lot of health. They're not dying. I will say that. Give me Divine Wrath. Glare is kind of... I mean, the glare... My understanding is that glare has been actually pretty heavily nerfed in Endless Mode. But I'm not trying to play glare. Now, what's interesting is that I feel like these guys should have already died to Frostbite by now. Oh, no, there goes one. And there, okay, there we go. Never mind. Okay. I was going to say, maybe there's like a weird thing where they're immune to the Frostbite damage somehow. That would have been pretty interesting and cool, but I guess they are not immune. Our shotgun does pretty big damage right now, too. We're doing, like, 80 damage per shell, it looks like. So, if the entire, you know, thing hits, it's like, you know, half of a smite for us, basically. So, yeah. Guess we'll take a splinter. Oop. Didn't mean to walk into you. Okay, where are the enemies? Why is it back to only being lurkers? What is going on here? I find this very suspicious. There's so few enemies on the screen that we're firing a bunch of these ice projectiles out. Okay, we're at Shogi. Yeah. I'm actually a brain genius, dude. Look at that. I promise. You listen, you're gonna go like, oh, fake news. He looked at it before recording. First off, I'm too big. I'm too big. I did not look this up. I genuinely came into here without knowing anything about the endless modes. I'm just that intuitive. Also, God, let me out. Let me out of the corner, please. I made myself too big, is the problem here. And now we've lost a lot of our smite damage. I can't dodge the shots. I'm too big. I made myself too big. Okay, now we can leave the box. That's good. What's interesting here is that the lack of enemies is actually a pretty big problem because we can't farm them for HP right now. So I am worried. Okay. Okay, one Shogi down. I'm too big. I think the other one's died too. Yeah, they're all dead. Okay. What do we got here? Doesn't hurt. Our HP still at the max. A lot of lurkers over here. We need Soothing Warmth. That's what we need right now. Soothing Warmth will get us healed up to the point where we can kill more effectively. It'll take a really long time to get enough experience to get it, though, is sort of the problem. We'll see. We can hopefully get there soon enough. Our Frost is just keeping enemies pretty hard CC'd too, which is nice. I need to try to get close enough so I can get actual smite kills. We do have like 3 copies of Angelic as well. Or I don't know how many we have exactly, but the more smite kills we get, the better too. Maybe we've gotten some health back. This is where perks would also be a really big help, because if we were playing Diamond, we would have the one perk where every 1,000 kills or whatever, or 500 kills, I forget the number, but and we'd be dropping hearts too. It would be really important here, but oh well. What are you gonna do, right? What are you gonna do? Getting bigger swarms of them coming in here, it looks like, so we gotta be careful. Smite's mowing them down, though. We're getting there. We're making our way. We're clawing our way back here. As long as we don't get the triple Shogi slammer again, we'll be okay. It's a lurker, huh? We're taking so long to level up too, damn. Okay. We do need one of these two to unlock Soothing Warmth. It's kind of a weird one. I think we want Firestarter here because Intense Burn adds Frost Flame to the pool, which we don't really want. I guess we do want it once we hit Soothing Warmth as well. I think it's actually worth it. Never mind. We'll do that. Oh, look who's back. Where's Terry? Oh, there he is. Okay. Below this time instead of above. Fuck you, by the way, dog. Shot in the back there. Oh. Okay, I should have made myself this big. I'm sorry. It was a mistake, and I apologize. Oh, god damn you. I'll never make myself big again. Just don't kill me, please. Yeah, we've got them pretty much perma-frozen here. They didn't realize we could do, so that's pretty cool. Please go away. Thank you. Give me the Tome of Speed. And then give me a little power. Okay. I'm telling you, we get Soothing Warmth here, we're making the comeback of the century. Believe. Also, a little lame that they didn't add a new thing there, right? Like, I was like, oh, look at this cool new fight. 2 dogs and a Terry. And then we get to the 35-minute mark or whatever, and it's 2 dogs and a Terry again, but the mix-up is Terry came from below instead of above that time. That's kind of boring. Whatever. I don't make the rules. Not my game. Give me 5 dogs next time. I can take them. Okay. Getting pretty close to a level up. If we get lucky, maybe we can find. You know what I'm realizing? Diamond's not that good of a character for this. It's so easy to hit the HP cap, and you don't get much reward for going above it. We could just play, like, I don't know, Spark instead, or whoever. We can play whoever we wanted to and have a higher HP. We can play Luna. The Black Hole CC would be really useful at this point in the game, I bet. That's good to know for the future, is that we don't need to play. Diamond is not the best character for this run, I think. Maybe, I don't know. Who's the best? I can't keep going bigger. I cannot do it. Give me. Oh, give me Holy Shield. Maybe that somehow makes it regen faster. I know the Stalwart Shield thing was nerfed, and I think multiple copies still makes it faster, but it's not nearly as fast as it used to be. If I remember, you two are here now. Now we're just repeating waves again. Damn. A little lame. My shield. I wonder if Frostbite isn't stacking anymore too. I think it used to stack. Oh, you know, maybe I think there's a thing in the patch notes where the effectiveness of stacking it got reduced too. That might be a thing, huh? Anyway, I'll be honest, I'm getting kind of bored now. If they had kept doing cool and new boss waves beyond the double dog fight, like once I saw that the second time, I've kind of checked out on this run. And I'm not saying that because we're about to die soon, because we are probably gonna die soon. If I'm being realistic here, and by as soon I mean as soon as the fucking triple Shogis come up, because I think I'm too big still. I think they will, in fact, absolutely tear me to pieces. Yeah. I don't know. What's up to the 40-minute mark? Do you think maybe it's gonna be like a big snake? That'd be pretty cool. Oh, here they come. Alright, can I perma-freeze you like I perma-freeze the dogs? No. Apparently not possible. Can I escape? I cannot escape. Okay, it was worth a try, but I'm very much dead here. Yep. Okay. Hey, you know what? That was fun. That was cool. pro tip, if you're trying to make it far at endless mode, you probably shouldn't take triple Titan. That is my advice for you. Do not take triple Titan. It's just not gonna work. And yeah, have a good one. Thanks for watching. I'll hopefully see you next video. Goodbye.